Alright, what up, guys? We're going to do another 1 week weekly recap of Pixie 1 hour daily jam games.
Alright, we're going to start here with Sumo 3 by Daniel X. Moore.
Oh, yeah, Sumo 3. I forked it from Sumo 2. It's the sequel to the popular sumo pushing game. So you got this little guy on like rollerblades, and he's on
rollerblades?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. It's like Streets of Rage or something.
Yeah, and somehow I can like blast around.
This one.
Oh yeah. Maybe spacebar. I don't know. But I have this music track that's pretty good too.
How do you play this game? What key is it?
I don't know. In theory, you're supposed to be able to push those guys.
Oh wait, it's one of these. I almost found it. Oh crap! What key is it? It's around here somewhere. Which key makes sense on Dvorak over here?
I don't know. I think it's just
oh, there we go. Oh, I died.
semicolon, huh?
I guess. You know. Oh, it's double tap. That's why.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Yeah, so you just double tap to boost, and you push all these sumos into the fire. But I was actually proud of the music and the sumo art and this little like fruit booter guy. I think his name is fruitbooter.png.
Fruit booter?
Yeah.
What is a fruit booter?
Rollerblades, like you're a skater, you know.
Oh god.
And then you go in the fire and die. But, so that's Sumo 3.
Alright. And so this is Andy's game. I don't remember much about it. How does this work?
You evade and dodge.
Oh yeah, you like dodge these blocks. There we go. Oh no, whoa.
Some of them go pretty fast, I guess.
Yeah. And the cool part about this is that Andy actually ported this game to Pixie and did it relatively quickly, and he didn't need to ask us anything, so that's a good sign for us, I guess.
Yeah, I even learned some tips.
Alright, let's see how long I can dodge these guys. Which this game was called Dogger. Ooh, I got blown up. Oh, that's cool that they invert and get full.
Man, we gotta learn some more effects. So we can like drop in effects.
Oh yeah, Lana made a game this day too.
Yeah, that was the popular day.
Mrs. X Moore. So you're like this worm and you walk around on this apple, I think.
Yeah.
And you can go inside some of the holes.
Yeah, you just like hide in them and then pop out when someone's about to bite.
Mm-hmm.
And scare them. Just like a real apple.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah.
Work out.
Alright. And I made a game called Bad Fishing. It's kind of a play on rad fishing, as if I were going to rip off those guys again. But it's actually nothing like rad fishing. So you're this guy and you can swim around, and you want to kill these fish with your harpoon that you can throw.
Yeah, man.
So you can harpoon the fish and then eat them, and you have to get full because you're really hungry. That's what your meter is about in the upper left. So you just get nice and full by killing these fish.
Spear fishing.
Yeah. Oh no. There we go. And so the door appears when you're not hungry anymore for some reason. And I did this pretty hilarious whirlpool physics where it'll like pull you in. But the physics are actually really bad for it. Okay. No. Yeah, take that fish. And so it's pretty much just this. You have your harpoon and your fish, and then the whirlpools you have to avoid. But I wanted to, like, you know, try and do a swimming sort of game. The physics don't feel that great, but, you know.
Can you grab the fish without harpooning them?
No, you're just friends when they're alive.
Yeah. They're none the wiser.
Oh, wait, no. How am I going to get over there? Yes. Uh-oh. You have to be careful because the game is programmed really badly, so that fish that's way on the bottom right, you can actually miss him if you get stuck on the wall. Yes. Uh-oh. I'm pretty forgiving with the whirlpools. You have to be like exactly over the center to get eaten by it because it was really hard before. Ta-da! Oh no, that's not the end. So anyway, that's the whole game. Alright, so Daniel made a game called Tumblr.info.
Oh man, this is also one of my favorites. So in the future...
In the future, what?
My vision of the future is a dog running into a man's groin and knocking him down the stairs for all eternity.
You're not hitting him enough. Hit him more.
I mean, I gotta give him time to fall down the stairs.
Just go back and forth on him. Yeah, there you go. Wail on him. Whoa.
The music sounds based on the distance, so if you trap him at the right time, I guess it'll
Oh,
go
okay.
across them.
Poor Hans Mole, man.
Yeah, he's the canonical guy getting hit in the groin. So anyway, that's the whole game. I think this is going to be like one of those sections of my point-and-trip adventure game. Where you just,
That's gonna be a long-ass game, man.
yeah, it's going to be all these games, plus some other ones combined.
So here's Andy's game, Horrible Mazes. Yeah, it's another game. And this is pretty cool if I remember correctly. You just like collect the gems and walk around to different rooms. There's like teleporters you can take, and it's really sick music by Lewis. Okay, there we go. Finding some more gems. Hello, gems. Yes, I won. And you can actually move and it's freaking out, too. So I'm moving around. I'll let the song finish out real quick. Done. Alright, and I'm in Mount Volcano Legends 7, having not learned from Daniel's previous 6 games, The Curse of Mount Volcano Legends. So, mine's like a maze game, and I actually use the same track as Andy did. So you need to, like, go find a weapon to kill the octopus with, and get a key, and then, like, walk to the end of the room.
Just like Star Tropics.
Exactly. So I'm going to cheat and get the torch so I know what's going on. Oh yeah, powered up. Now I know where all the paths are. I can blast this octopus guy. Yeah, got my key too. Actually, I think I can like long distance hit this guy too. I'm pretty sure the thing shoots through the wall. Yeah. Skill shot. Yeah. Perfectly timed with the music. Oh, Daniel made a curling game. This game is actually hilarious and awesome. And the soundtrack is top notch.
Lewis did another one for us.
I don't know how much he's going to like us pimping him on these.
You gotta charge up this meter to curl this curling rock. And then it kind of drifts along the ice. And then you try to make a perfect curl.
But it's kind of hard because the background is just completely white.
Yeah. And it's 2-player, but you just gotta keep track of your own score.
And as with regular curling, there's an intense death metal soundtrack.
And you can actually just fly straight through the other curling rocks, like in real curling with ghosts.
And the lyrics to this song are curling and ice.
Yeah, and so, I mean, it's almost a curling game, but,
See if I can get a perfect score. Ooh, I don't think I did it.
yeah,
Jeff said he did it.
I got one also, but it's like, you have to exact.
Yeah, pixel perfect. Ooh.
You covered up my blocks, that means you win.
I know.
They're not on the screen anymore.
Oh yeah, I tried to make a racquetball game. it went okay. It's not very fun, but it's kind of like racquetball. So, as with all of our other physics-based games, I made this called Racquetball Trouble. So you throw your racket at the racquetball and you just blast it around the room. So you can change your angle, and you can charge up different amounts. And then you throw your racket. That's what that thing flying out of you is. So you can just take it off the ceiling like that. But I don't have like any other players or any rules where if it bounces twice, you lose the point. But I did get these racquetball physics, so maybe I'll revisit this later. Let's see if I can get another shot in real quick. Oh no, I missed. Here we go. Okay, I give up. Alright, here's the sequel to Andy's game, Horrible Mazes, which is called Horrible Mazes 2. You can play this one, Daniel.
Yeah. I think it's just got a lot more levels, a lot more mazes.
A lot more gems, too. And the level design's cool. Look, there's a person there.
Yeah, I think he said it was like too linear for his tastes.
This one? Yeah.
I lost the gem.
Hi.
Period.
The funny thing is, I didn't even notice it said hi when I first played through the room. I was so focused on the gems. I'm missing it, dude.
Nah, dude, I'm coming back for it. I guess I better go back.
From now.
If there was like an alchemist maze, he'd totally shoot me. Oh yeah, I like that on this part you can just be like,
oh, infinite loop? What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a secret for the pros.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, it's gonna go nuts, man, I'm afraid. Oh god, get me out of here.
This is either
You have to escape the maze like in Metroid. I'm not sure if you have to, but you can choose to.
Yeah, it's really, really hard to escape, trust me. Oh, yeah, so Daniel and I both made Mayday Occupy games for the Occupy events in Oakland. So here's mine, it's called Riot. And so you're this police guy, and you have to subdue the rioters, and you have a taser, it shoots little electricities. And then it says that they're tased when you've hit them and they stop moving for a minute. So you just have to like subdue this. They're being really rowdy, so you have to, tase them a bunch. Tase, tase.
I kind of wish they had a voice bubble that said, "Don't tase me, bro."
Yeah, I should have, actually. It says it in the description. But anyway, so I'm not subduing hard enough. I need to get the tank. Just like what really happened. And so you jump in this tank here. And now you can drive around. And you just run them down. Subdued, subdued, subdued. And so that's how you win the game.
Riot over.
Yep. Daniel's is called Sheriff 2012.
Yeah. In the far future of 2012, a lone sheriff has gone too far. Or perhaps not far enough. So you can see the sheriff's budget is negative $500,000 because they had to buy this tank vehicle. But every group of protesters they run down, they get more money. And so
you can do cool wheelies too.
Oh yeah, you can just do like popping wheelies and just grind them under your heel. Doing some backflips.
It's a very versatile tank.
Yeah, I think it was worth every penny.
And these backgrounds are actually downtown Oakland.
Yeah. This is another track by Lewis. Now the sheriff is in the green, and he can retire successfully. The tank paid for itself. As far as those political commentary games go, I think the mechanic actually works pretty well, because it is kind of how the sheriff budget works, if I'm correct in my understanding.
Alright, so I made this game called Civ 8, which is like Civilization, but the 8th version of it. Or something. So, how do you play this game now? Oh, so you make a city with by pressing 1, and that generates some money for you. You can see my resources going up. But these enemies are trying to eat up my city and destroy it. So you can make barracks to make soldiers attack them, but the following code that I have is a little buggy, so the soldiers start to freak out at some point. But your soldiers will level up. So you see this one right over here got bigger. Oh, and he died. You can also make archers, too. So it pumps out these guys that shoot bullets in different directions. And so you can only have a certain number of buildings at a time. You just want to kind of survive and not let them destroy your buildings. So that's mostly how the game works. There's not really much else to it. I feel like a little more time I can make it more interesting. But it was cool to make like a kind of strategy game like this in an hour. I'd never done it before. Oh yeah, and Lewis has this cool backing track for this one.
Yeah, I think during this week, Lewis just made a bunch of songs most of the time.
Yeah, he just cranked him out too. He'd be like, "Hey, Lewis, there's like 5 minutes left in this jam," and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna make 4 songs for you guys."
Yeah.
So Daniel's game's called 3X.
Yeah, it's like one of those 4X expansion games, but you can only do like 2 or 3 of the X's. It's like explore, expand, something else, choose 2. So I'm just like building these roads and stuff into this hill. And yeah, you just like place your roads and sort of explore this world.
Put it on the ocean, on the ocean.
Oh yeah, it's like a proud fishing people. Or maybe they're like mermaids. There's really no rules, but you can kind of sort of build wherever you want. And then you just like link them up. So it was kind of fun just drawing like a little tile set, even though it's mediocre. But
well, this one's kind of cool because you have this sort of like selected area and the arrow keys to control it. We don't really do that sort of thing with our games most of the time.
yeah, just sort of get like a feel for a different style of game.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't have much gameplay, it's still cool to like feel like it pretends to be a game, and you can make your own rules and do whatever you want.
Yeah, you just have to like place all your stuff and then you press start simulation, right?
Yeah, and then you imagine what happens. It's like not like these other games where they just spoil the surprise for you by telling you how it turns out. But yeah, it's kind of neat. I was actually playing Mage Knight before I made the game.
I guess he was playing Carcassonne, but I guess I was wrong.
And I just saw like this little board with like these mountains and tiles and things. And I thought, isn't it crazy how people's imagination, when you just see like a little map or world with all these little tiles.
Just given a very minimal rule set, you can just make things up.
You can just imagine it could be anything, and then you do. And that's the game.
Okay. So this next game is Solar Fox, which is like an old Atari game. And I didn't have any ideas for this game jam, so Lewis linked me to a video of a bunch of old Atari games, and I saw Solar Fox on there. I'd never actually played the game, and I only watched about 10 seconds of gameplay, but I tried to make up how the game worked based on those 10 seconds. I might be a little bit wrong, but...
Yeah, that's a cool technique, is just find videos about games and imagine that's all there is to it.
So, you're this plane, and you want to collect these solar cells or something, and the only thing you can do is change your direction and speed up. You have spacebar for a boost, and just different arrow keys to turn to different directions. But it's actually like a pretty fun game. It might not seem like it watching this video, but it's actually fun to play. And so I just made a bunch of different shapes as my levels, since I didn't know what the original levels looked like at all. But that's pretty much the game. You die if you get hit by anything, and if you're off screen, you die. I don't know how it works in the original. Okay, let's beat this level here. Oh no. Nope. Yeah, oh crap, I died. And so you lose all your points when you die, and it restarts the level, so the pro run, where you don't die, is the perfect score. It's pretty easy to get, even though I blew it. Alright, that's it.
Yo-Yo Arena.
Oh, this sounds awesome. I like this game a lot. Talk about it.
Okay, so in this game, you're this guy, and you live in a yo-yo arena. sort of like Star Tropics, I guess, and you just like club these goblins, even though they're just purple balls coming out of these goblin generators. And it's got like some RPG elements, but you can't really tell because though you get stronger by killing them, there's no indicator. It just happens so gradually and so subtly that you don't realize you're walking slightly faster or your yo-yo is slightly longer.
Then you have to grind slightly less.
Yeah, so it does like a pretty bad job of setting it up, but at least like, oh god, they're all over me.
Mm-hmm.
There's like no power-up, so this health is gone forever.
The second version.
Oh god, it's the Modesta. Oh god. Oh no, Modesta. You got me.
Yeah. Okay.
But we'll revisit that in the near future.
So I went to this game jam at The Maid yesterday, which is a video game history museum.
Across the street from your house.
Yeah, across the street from my house, conveniently. And I didn't really have an idea for a game, but somebody suggested that I make a farming game. And so I made Farmville 2.
The final conflict.
Yeah, so I pick up this hoe right here, and I can start going to town and tilling the earth here. And there we go. I have a nice path here. Oh, there's like these guys trying to eat you. That's what they're walking toward you for. And so you can water the dirt now. But these guys are really starting to annoy me, and I'd prefer if they didn't wreck up my garden. So I can plant my seeds on this wet tilled earth and get turnips. And they die after a while because they were stacking up way too fast, so I had to kill them off. But anyway, you can pick up these turnips. And it tells me that I have more in the upper right-hand corner. And so now that I have the turnips, I can chuck them at these guys and they'll die. So it's kind of like a farm defense game.
Nice. I could see this becoming very popular.
I think this could be pretty cool if I spent some more time on it and expanded some of the mechanics.
Combine farming with tower defense and social networking.
Yeah, it's Farmville 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be cool, I think, if these zombie-type guys, or whatever they end up being, would destroy your farm, so you had to like rebuild it. Right now, you just have to make your farm once, and then you're set. There's no real incentive to use the tools again.
Yeah, and you'd have to do trade-offs between expanding your like capabilities and then defending with what you've got.
Yeah, so I got them pretty locked down right now. So I could probably go to expand.
You can go to market and sell your turnips for money.
Oh, I could. Yeah, exactly. I was also thinking that you could have like a sustainability type thing where you have to feed yourself and you like would die of starvation if you didn't eat enough turnips. So there's a balance between like using them as weapons versus eating.
And you have to use the corpses to fertilize the soil.
You have to chop them up. That'd be really grim, but kind of cool.
Yeah, otherwise you like run out of nutrients.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that one. I think that's cool. I think
a lot of room for the
revisit
sequel.
that one, yeah. So Daniel actually did make a sequel, and it's Yo-Yo Arena 2.
Yeah, this one has like more RPG elements that you can actually see.
And there's more visual feedback, too.
Yeah, so there's like a potion which actually heals you.
Oh, I thought it was an apple.
It could be like an apple.
Or a heart. Like a human heart.
Yeah, but this yo-yo is pretty strong.
So are the power-ups random in this one?
Yep. Oh, and actually, the other thing I fixed in this is, see the guys, they used to like clump up a lot, but now they like stay just far enough,
Oh, because they collide with each other? Or?
No, I've got like a sort of flocking style simulation going for them.
How'd you do that?
So it's just the closer they are, the more they repel each other. It's like a distance squared type thing.
Ah, okay, cool.
And because they're all following the player, they kind of look like they're sort of flocking.
Right. It's all about the easy hacks there. Oh, get the lightning bolt.
Yeah,
Yes.
so this means I'm more powerful, so I can just like...
So yeah, just blast through these guys. But they get tougher over time, right?
Yeah, they get much tougher.
Yeah, I think the scaling is pretty difficult.
For my levels, it's just like an array of data
Yeah.
that generates a bunch of these guys. And so to make it harder, I just add to the numbers randomly and hope it's
That
kind of
scales
fun.
properly.
Yeah, I add Modesta. So strong.
Oh, you're done for.
Now I gotta get the speed. Oh god.
There's speed and something else. Whatever the other one is.
That's a healing. I'm alive, man. I'm in
you
this.
got it. What? Oh, what? How did you live through that?
I just got them locked down. Oh man, so many.
Yeah, you're
actually,
done
this
for.
game is pretty It's surprisingly not unbalanced.
It's pretty fun actually too.
Yeah, and the flocking really keeps you from like escaping because
I really like this effect that they disperse afterward.
Yeah, it's because
I think it's a byproduct of how you play it, right?
because with the flocking, they're all following the player, but when the player is gone, they no longer follow him, so all they do is push each other away and just disperse.
It's a very cool effect though.
Yeah.
Everybody I showed it to thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I thought there's no way I could get flocking done in an hour, but like, well, it can't be that complicated. There's like 3 things, so I implemented one of them, and it was enough.
All right, so Daniel and I both did volleyball games tonight. So that's pretty much it, I guess. I was kind of going for an old like Atari volleyball type game, but I also wanted to include things like diving and set, like a set in volleyball and spiking it. So I tried to get those things in there. But Daniel played my game and really exploited a bunch of the bugs.
Blew this metagame wide open.
Yeah, so you can set it, and that's what that like white square is, telling you that's your like set hit. And so you can set it, and it goes forward if you set it. If it just bounces off your head, it'll just go the same direction. So let me try that real quick. Oh no! So if I let it bounce off my head, it'll just go backward. And I can dive to get this like quick little. Oh no, I got it. And I can also spike it like this. I can rise up and then try and hit it, but I was not in the right position. But as Daniel pointed out, you can actually do diving while you're in spike mode. And you can actually get stuck and go through the other guy's side of the net. So it's kind of like a Dragon Ball Z volleyball game, as Daniel pointed out.
Yeah, we're just charging up and flying through the air.
Oh no. Oh, damn it. I gotta show you guys the spike, though, because spiking's pretty cool. Oh, I missed.
You should have just set it instead of floating.
Oh, I guess I could have. Oh yeah, you can set while you're up here, too. I forgot about that.
You can do it all.
Boom! Spike! The screen shake, it's so good. Let's see if I can... You can set yourself up for your own spikes, too. So I can set it here, and then just get over here and run, and hopefully beat him. Oh, crap, I missed. So if you're really pro, you can do those type of moves. That's it for this game.
Alright. I made Radical Beach Volleyball, where it's Islamist radicals playing beach volleyball. So pretty much like it sounds. And the ball starts in a random place. And I spent a long time on the art and the ball. And it actually kind of has gameplay, except
the computer's too good.
Yeah, there's like no variation in where it goes, so like, and they never really miss.
Can you hack it in the console right now?
Not really.
So, it's cool because it's 2.5D.
Yeah, and it has like the scaling effect. If you're farther, you're smaller, and then you get bigger.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
That's really it's cool. Like these little subtle things. Oh, you can jump too. Oh, maybe I can like jump and hit this.
Oh, intercept it? Yeah.
Yeah, just change it.
Oh, you did it.
Boom. Game's on.
Oh, you get it out.
Yeah.
Does that mean you got a point?
I don't. There's. Oh, if it's out, no one gets a point.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I really kind of didn't have enough time to implement the type of gameplay a real volleyball game needs, because it turns out.
Shadow when you're jumping. That's cool. I like it smaller.
Yeah, there's like a lot of rules in volleyball, but I just went for all these like little tiny effects.
I went for the only rule. If it hits the ground, you lose the point.
Yeah, I have that in, but it's like because these guys just stay with it.
Yeah, well, I made my one-on-one.
Yeah.
Which was easier, because then I didn't have the computer that was too good.
Yeah.
Because, like, really, if you're not going to spend a lot of time on the AI for the computer, then he's just going to be perfect, you know?
Or it's just going to be really bad. It's like
I mean, like, perfect at getting the balls.
Yeah, or just terrible at getting it and, like, never gets it. Like, there's not, like, a lot of finesse in an hour to make good AI.
Alright, so that's it for this week. We will see you guys next week with another week's worth of Pixie 1 Hour games.
Peace.